Hi, this is Angela, and you are listening to Divinely Connected. This is your weekly guidance for Sunday, May 14th through to the 20th. So we do have 6 cards. Let's see what is going on with us this week. All right, so things are moving very quickly. What's interesting is that there is that very strong reminder of leaning into your power, leaning into your abilities and capabilities. There's almost this feeling of not wanting to overstep or not wanting to be the one to take this on. Like that's the feeling. But the Emperor card is coming in with very strong sense of, but for you, this is what is best for you. So being organized, taking charge of the situation, accepting that leadership role, even though it may not be exactly what you want it to be doing, whether this is within family or within work or within your personal life, however this comes in, there's almost the feeling of it's going to be harder for you, or it's going to be more challenging for you if you resist this, right? Because I know some people, and especially the ones who it always ends up being on our shoulders, or it always ends up falling on us because we are the ones who are responsible, reliable, and capable. Sometimes we get in the space being like, but I don't want to. I don't want to have to be the one to make the decisions, to take this on, to be the only one responsible. But I also feel like within this, look, the two cards that say literally the same thing is all about take that leadership role, right? Step into the spotlight, communicate strongly and efficiently. And that's something that is really important. This is all around you. You would spend, this is what it feels like. You would spend more time trying to resist this for yourself than you would by accepting it and allowing it. So there will be a little bit of like this healing, or this little bit of this sense of like looking within and going, okay, where's this resistance coming from? Like, where is this coming from? Because you normally do thrive on accomplishing things, taking that leadership role. You are such a natural leader. So the resistance is coming in from something somewhere else. There's an imbalance somewhere else. And that's what needs to have that time and attention put onto it, because this does feel, and I don't mean to be insensitive, but it does feel like this is you versus you, meaning this is you in your own way, or you're creating this stress, or you're creating this type of experience for yourself. So when we bring our awareness within and we see the difference, or we see, what is actually fueling this resistance and this belief, or whatever it is, then you're able to bring healing around it, bring communication around it. And then by the awareness, you're creating a better feeling experience for yourself. Okay. We also have a new opportunity coming in. Again, this is a fire card. This is directly around you. This is directly connected to you. This is you, almost, it really feels like there's a real strong like mirror effect. So again, with that first message, it's really showing you and reflecting you and being like, okay, what parts are you playing here that's creating this stress, that's creating this resistance, right? And then we have this new amazing opportunity for you. And again, very much the same sense of message. It's very much mirroring it to you, because you are so wildly able and capable. There's a strength card that validates that, but there is a little bit of insecurity within you. There's a little bit of uncertainty within you of, am I able to take this on? Am I able to step up in these ways? And you absolutely are. Not only is this something that is going to be wildly successful for you, wildly abundant for you and prosperous for you, and it does feel like it has money ties to it. So job changes, job promotions, um changes of homes, whether you're buying, selling, renovating, cars, vehicles, big things, right? Like things that we would worry about. So this is what's coming in. So there is this amazing opportunity. It says be bold and courageous and optimistic. Okay, now is the time to take action. They bring through the strength card, which is the reminder that you got this, that you are able and capable. And this to me feels like perfect divine timing, right? And then they validate it with the 9 of earth card, which is all about reassurance, all about completions. Like you've done this, you've earned this. Now you get to have this abundance. You get to have this amazing experience for yourself, or amazing lifestyle that you created for yourself. Wanting to celebrate, wanting to reward yourself. Remember, we we reward ourselves and we celebrate ourselves all along the way, not just only when we get there, because there's so many mountains that we climb on a daily basis that is so unseen to the outside world. So wanting to be that champion for yourself, wanting to have that sense of um celebration for yourself, celebrating the big victories and the small. And this is again something that is really wanting to remind you to exhale, because it does seem, even in tied with the first message coming in, it does seem as though that we are on the other side of a struggle season. We are on the other side of that positive after the negative, that we made it through this type of challenging season. Yet energetically or emotionally, we're not allowing ourselves to. We're still expecting the other shoe to drop, or not letting ourselves be too happy, because something's going to come, something's going to take it away. You know what I mean? So there are almost these automatic dim downs that we're doing within our own energy. And this is where that message of bring your self awareness and go, what parts are you playing? What are you playing, or what parts are you playing that is creating this experience for yourself? Because remember, we only have control over ourselves. The only people who we can change is ourselves, right? Everybody has, for as much as we want, and out of love and out of all the good intentions for those who are outside of us, we can bring a horse to water, but we can't make them drink. It's the same sediment. Okay. We have the sun card again, just gave me the chills from head to toe. This is all again, reassurance, abundance, prosperity, time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. So there we go. The reassurance coming in, the reassurance in all the three messages thus far is very much saying, like, listen, this is okay. We're in a new season. You're safe to be excited. You're safe to be optimistic. You're safe to let your guard down. Let's look for the blessings. Let's look for the gratitudes. And I think that is so important. That has been coming up a lot in the daily cards on Facebook, as well as the daily messages on Divinely Connected podcast, because there is so much of us kind of stuck in this mindset and needing to look for the blessings and needing to look for the magic in our life. Again, opportunities, new opportunities coming in, news of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar. Finish what you've started. And listen, there is going to be obstacles. There is going to be challenges. There does feel like right out of the gates, we have this excitement, and right out of the gates, we're hitting a bit of an obstacle or a challenge. That does not mean that you're walking a path that you shouldn't be walking. And that still doesn't mean that it's not divinely guided for you, right? Don't mistake being intuitive, being connected spiritually, being trusting in your divine path as an immunity to challenges in life, because that's not what that is, right? No one is immune to challenges in this life. Challenges, obstacles, disappointments, letdowns, departures, grief. Nobody is immune to this. Your spirituality, your intuition, being able to connect with your soul is it is like that loving guidance that helps you through the hard times, right? So it isn't going to remove them, right? Faith doesn't remove the challenges, it helps you through them. And so when we have amazing opportunity that's coming our way, we may hit a bump in the road, and then we feel, because us as humans, we're so dramatic. We're so dramatic. It's like, why even bother? Why even bother? Or stupid me for even being excited about this, or thinking that this was for me. It's like, no, this is for you. You can even interpret it as the universe saying, how bad do you want it? You're talking the talk, but can you walk the walk? Right? So there is these things, and you want to be able to rise to them. Obstacles and challenges are always for your growth. They are never punishment. They are never punishment. We are moving through this life, and we get these mindsets of anything that is not good feeling for us is that it shouldn't have happened, or that we're being punished. And that's just not the truth. The truth is that we come here for the challenge. Our souls in spirit realm are limitless, unconditional love, where there is no limitations. There's no gravity, there's no time, there's no ego, there's no distance. There's no emotional spectrum. We need to come into this physical form to feel and have all of these wide range experiences, right? So when we understand that and we believe that, then when there is a not so great experience in our life, we're not interpreting it as I'm being punished. There's something that I did. I'm bad. It is okay, let me rise to the occasion. Let's bring on the challenge. This is why I'm here, to have this experience. It may not be what I want, it may not be what I feel like doing today, but here I am ready without feeling like I'm being attacked, my character's being attacked, and that I'm being punished. There's something wrong with me, innately wrong with me. That is just not true. Okay? There's the chariot card. Oh my gosh, I just love these cards so much. They're so optimistic and they're so positive. The chariot card is again abundance, prosperity, rewards. Again, because you are showing up for yourself in these obstacles, because you are saying, okay, let's go. Let's go, bring it on. I am so able and I am so capable and I can do this. And the universe is like, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So I love that. And that's not to say, okay, that's not to say that this is toxic positivity. If you're feeling overwhelmed by this obstacle, by all means, feel the feelings, but don't get stuck in the feelings. Allow yourself to feel the feelings, feel what it is that you're feeling, and then challenge it and go, oh, am I really, unloved? Am I really forgotten by the universe? Am I really being punished because I'm that horrible of a person? No. That is untrue. It is that check and balance for yourself. We think thousands of thoughts a day, we feel thousands of emotions a day. Doesn't mean that they're all true, right? Feel what it is that you need to feel, but then challenge it. Be aware of what you're thinking, go, but is that really what I believe? Is that really, because we think a lot of BS, right? There's a lot happening up there. Doesn't mean that it's all aligned with truth. That's when you have the power of going, okay, hang on. Let's hold myself accountable. Let's, if I'm going to believe something, let's make something better to believe besides I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm no good. Nothing ever works for me. I'm unlovable. I'm never going to find someone. I'm never going to make ends meet. Like, if that's not true, but that's what so many people are walking around believing. And so let's change that and believe that. Like, you know what I mean? If we're going to believe things that aren't true, let's believe good things, right? So there is this feeling of like this awareness and this shift and this ability for you to kind of bring this awareness within and go, okay, just because I'm thinking and feeling it doesn't mean that it's directly aligned with truth. I'm still going to allow myself to feel it, but then I'm going to challenge it. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I'm going to make the shifts and changes that I need. And it all starts in between here. Okay. There's also this feeling of persuasion. What is this? So there is this feeling, I don't know what this is. I feel like I'm being upsold. So there is this persuasion coming in that has this feeling of upsell. So this may be like if you're in the market for a big purchase item, like a pool, a hot tub, a car, a home, you may be um you may be being upsold. Although this does have this like personal vibe to it. Let's expand this not only to large purchases, let's expand this to people who have amazing ideas. Right? So the friends, the families, the husbands, the whatever, right? Whatever it is, they're just like, yeah, like this is what you got to do. And let's put money towards it and let's invest in this. Or there's this feeling of like, let's not. All right. So just be a little bit on the alert when it's coming around to decisions that are coming in that has this seller's vibe to it. Like this selling me, upselling me something. I feel like this is not the way to go. And they're not even putting it as a full stop. They're putting it as a change in direction, which means like that there's probably not malicious intent around this, but that this isn't the right thing for you, that there is a better way. So it's not that it's an absolute no. It's not this way. Let's go that way. There's a better option to it. So whether this is looking for a second opinion, having other conversations, going a different route, it still does feel like it's forward moving, but just be aware of that. Okay. We're also in a little bit of a change coming in. I feel like this is more, this can be expanded beyond this week as well. That's coming in, the changes that are coming in with learning. So you may find yourself, learning comes in three ways for me. So we have structured learning, as in going back to school and training for work. We have self-learning, as in reading books and watching videos. And then we have life learning, as in life experiences. This would be one of the first two because it does feel like it's a little bit more structured than that whole learn as you go type of vibe. So there is some learning that's coming down the pipeline. There may be conversations within this week that are talking about it. Am I going to sign up for it? Is this something I'm going to take on? That type of thing that will be coming in later the month, maybe even into early June. This also feels like a good vibe. This feels, they're giving me my green check mark, which is my sign and symbol that this would be valuable for you. So if there is something that's coming in this week that is connected to learning and that you're kind of back and forth on, they are showing this as a positive. So this is your weekly guidance from May 14th through the 20th. Come back for your daily messages on Divinely Connected podcast.